Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Today we are going to learn chapter 3 in Course Book, The Little Boy Who Saved Holland. In the last class, we have heard about a young man named Agash who sacrificed his life for the sake of others. Similarly, today we are going to read about Hans who risked his life in order to save his town and his country. It's a Dutch legend. Legend means the traditional story that may or may not be true. So are you ready to listen the story? So before we begin this chapter, let's see the main characters of the story. The main characters are Hans, Hans' father, Hans' mother, and poor old man. So all of you ready with your textbook and open page number 24. So let's read about a little hero who saved his motherland. Many years ago, there lived in Haarlem a bright, friendly boy named Hans Bringer. Haarlem means a city in Holland. His father worked at the dike. The meaning of dike is a slope or wall built on the bank of a river or canal to prevent floods. His job was to open and close the large gate at the entrances of the canals to control the flow of water. He had to close the gates carefully at night, else the water would soon overflow and flood the place. Hans' father had told him that a big part of their country lay lower than the level of the sea. For a very long time in the past, Hollanders used mounds of earth to save their land from tides. Mounds of earth means heaps of soil. Now they had learned to construct dikes or barriers. Hans knew that a moment's neglect of his father's duty could cause destruction and death. Hans was a caring and selfless boy and always wanted to share all he had. One bright spring day, his mother had made his favorite cake. After eating his share, he begged his mother to let him go to the other side of the dike to see a poor blind man who lived there. He wanted to give him a portion of the delicious cake. His mother was pleased that her little boy had thought of the poor old man. She at once brought a basket and filled it with cakes for him to carry to the man. Hans' father made his 8-year-old son promise not to stay out too late. Soon, the boy was on his way, thinking how happy the old man would be. The little fellow was not mistaken. The old man was delighted to have the cake. After spending an hour with him, Hans said goodbye and started for his home. So, what do you understand from these paragraphs? Many years ago in Holland lived a bright young 8-year-old boy called Hans Bringer. His father's job was to open and close the large gates to control the canal water so that the land would not get flooded. So it was a very important job. Hans' father was very responsible person. You have seen that he was very careful in his work. He talked to his son and made him aware of the importance of his duties while working at the dike. The one spring morning, Hans' mother made his favorite cake and he wanted to share it with a poor man who lived on the other side of the dike. Then he went to the old man who was delighted to have the cake. So here you can see that Hans was a caring and selfless boy who loved to share. Here Hans' mother also very loving and felt happy in seeing her son growing up to be thoughtful of others. So let's move to the next paragraphs. His path lay beside the dike. Along its grassy banks grew beautiful white flowers so attractive that Hans picked a bunch of them for his mother. He walked home humming a happy song. As he was walking along the canal, he thought of his father's brave old gates and felt glad about their strength. For, thought Hans, if the dikes gave away, Where would father and mother be? These pretty fields would all be covered with angry waters. Father always calls them the angry waters. I suppose he thinks they are mad at him for keeping them out so long. He also listened to the stealthy sound of a rabbit in the grass and smiled as he recalled the happy light he had seen on the face of his blind old friend. Stealthy means secret. Suddenly, he noticed that the sun was setting and he was still some distance from home. It was growing dark and even the blue flowers had turned to grey. But just as he began to walk quickly, he heard the sound of trickling water. Where did it come from? He looked up and saw a small hole in the dike through which a tiny stream was flowing. Any child in Holland would be filled with fear at the thought of a leak in the dike. Hans understood the danger. That little hole would soon become a large one and result in a terrible flood. Quick as a flash, he saw his duty. Throwing away his flowers, the boy clambered up the heights until he reached the hole. Clambered means climb with difficulty. He saw the leak could be stopped with one finger. So he thrust his chubby little finger in the hole. The flow stopped. Ah, he thought, Harlem shall not be drowned while I am here. So, children, here you are going to see a brave little boy who does not think twice before saving his city and country from extreme danger. He started for home on the path that lay beside the dike. He was attracted with the beautiful flowers growing on the grassy banks and stopped to pluck a few for his mother. The sun was going down and he was still far from his home when he heard the sound of trickling water. He found it coming from a small hole in the dike. He knew that it would soon grow bigger and the water would come flowing out, causing a flood. He did not become panic. He put his finger in the hole and waited for someone to come. So that time he is telling himself that his city Harlem would not drown while he was there. So this shows that the selfless nature of a hero. Let's see what happened next. The night was falling rapidly. Chilly vapors filled the air. Our little hero began to tremble with cold and fear. He shouted loudly, "Come here, come here." But no one came. The cold grew more severe. His tired little finger began to become numb. The ache spread to his arm, and soon his whole body was paining. He shouted again, "Will no one come? Mother, mother." At home, his mother had already locked the doors and had resolved to scold him when he returned for keeping out the house for long. Hans tried to whistle, but his teeth chattered with cold, so it was impossible. Yet he was determined. He thought, "I will stay here till morning." The midnight moon looked down upon that small boy sitting alone upon a stone halfway up the dike. His head was bent, but he was not asleep. He waited for someone to come. He knew if he drew away his finger, the angry waters would rush forth over the town. No, he would hold it there till daylight if he lived. At daybreak, he saw a man with a lantern in his hand. He was a laborer returning after work all night. The man thought he heard groans as he walked along on the top of the dike. Bending, he saw far down on the side a child writhing with pain. Writhing means twisting. "In the name of wonder, boy," he exclaimed, "what are you doing there?" "I am keeping the water from running out," was the simple answer of the little hero. "Tell them to come quick." It is needless to add that they did come quickly. The town of Haarlem and a great part of Holland was saved. Years passed, many things were forgotten, but the country is still grateful to the little hero who kept his finger in the dike. When Hans noticed the hole in the dike, he only thought of saving Holland and put his finger in the hole and waited for someone to come. But no one came, and he had to stay there all night in the cold, afraid and alone. His finger and soon his arm and entire body was in pain, but he did not pull out his finger. Even when he was freezing in the cold, he did not give up and run away, but he stayed right there. Then, early in the morning, a laborer returning home found him and called others for help. So, this brave and selfless act of the little boy saved the town of Harlem and a great part of Holland. So, hope you have understood this chapter. All of you practice reading this chapter and complete your work and learn word meanings from the textbook. That's all for today. Thank you.